I know you do that a lot in all those videos.
My oldest son, Riker, is about to be 5 years old and has been attending a Montessori preschool for 2.5 years. At $600 a month, that is roughly, I don't know, it's a lot of money. I decided that I am now going to be his at-home Montessori teacher and trade in my $600 a month tab for $68 at the dollar store. Here's how I did it. When I first started researching the Montessori principles online, I felt completely overwhelmed and thought I would never be able to do it. But then I decided, wait a minute, this is my house, my kids, I'm in charge, and I'm not actually starting a real Montessori school. I'm just basing my child's education and play at home off of their principles. So with that in mind, I went to the dollar store with 2 principles and 3 types of materials in my head. Okay, you may find these things online too. Principle number 1. The classroom is prepared by the teacher to encourage independence, freedom within limits, and a sense of order. Okay, so my kids have to be able to reach the materials and I have to keep them in order. Done. Principle number 2. Multi-age groupings are the hallmark of the Montessori method. Good, because Riker's 5 and Gray's still 2. Younger children learn from older children, and older children reinforce their learning by teaching concepts that they have already learned. So what I'm hearing is I can use the same materials for the older and the younger one, and they'll learn in different ways. That's 1 set of materials instead of 2. Here are the 3 types of materials that you need to remember when you're shopping for your Montessori stuff at the dollar store. One of the principles of Montessori is practical life. I decided I was going to use dishes and have a little setting the table center. Dishes, a placemat, a little flower. You can really use anything that you would put on a table. It teaches the kids things about their everyday life that they're gonna need to know. This center is academic. What I did here is I got an egg dish from the dollar store and a packet of numbers. I separated out the numbers into each little egg hole. I did not put them in order on purpose. I want them to put the beans into the corresponding egg hole based on the number that is in that hole. This represents sensorial materials. Sensorial has to do with obviously your senses. The kids have to separate out the beans into this baking pan by color. Here's another sensorial center that has a packet of sand that I got at the dollar store and some of the beans from my other centers just mixed in. All they have to do is scoop up the sand and the beans and sift out the beans. My kids just do this. Scoop the sand into the sifter and then sift it. Once they get the beans, they just pour it into the little bowl. All right, the last center I'm going to show you is the cutting center. This one is probably the easiest of all. It's just index cards and child-friendly scissors. The kids really love this center because they get to cut stuff, which we all know kids aren't allowed to use scissors. So, cut away. Okay, that is my take on at-home Montessori. I hope you all liked it. If you did, please make sure to click like and do not forget to subscribe. We need you all.